Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the first town board meeting of 2026. Before we get started, I just had a couple words I wanted to say. Can you hear me? I wanted to welcome everybody to the new year and say I want to thank everybody that's been out there who supported myself and who supported the rest of this board in the past several years. I'm very excited to get started. I first wanted to thank the board. For the most part, we've all been together for 4 years. You can see that Mike is no longer behind the mic, but he's going to sit next to me. He will be my deputy. We do have a new board member that's with us. That's Rob Rogers, so I'd like you all to welcome him. Rob's been a Yankee Lake resident for quite a while, full-time resident for the past year or two. And I know he's going to be an asset to the board, so I'm very much looking forward to him being with us. I wanted to thank the rest of all the employees and the staff here at town. Done a tremendous job of keeping everything going here. We've got a fantastic board that's worked well together. We work in a very bipartisan fashion, and my goal is to keep it going that way, to enhance that, and try to get as much engagement from the public as possible. I think that we're here to serve the public and take care of the town. So whatever I can do to help further that cause, I'm looking forward to doing it, and I know the board will be there with me to do the same thing. What else? Just hope everybody bears with me while we start this. I know I'm going to stumble a little bit, but I'm very much looking forward to it. And the other thing, I wanted to thank Michael especially. Through this transition, I think I've heard several times that this probably will have been the smoothest transition that we've had in town as far as anybody can remember. Michael's been working with me. He's helped me. He's shown me the way. So when I took the seat in the office the other day, I felt real comfortable being there. Have a pretty good idea of what's going on. But it's because Michael has shown me what to do, and I'd like to give him a round of applause. Thank you. But I also want to thank all of you that are out there for keep coming to the meetings. We're here for you. Without having people outside there, we really don't have a reason to be here. So please keep coming. Encourage your neighbors to come there. I think the public involvement is probably the most important thing that we can do. And like I said, I strive to make sure that we represent you. So thank you all. And with that, let's start the meeting. So we're going to start with the work session. And the first thing we're doing is the reorganization resolutions of appointments, authorizations, and designations for 2026. We're not going to go through them individually. There's copies of them over on the table. Essentially, what they are is a listing of our professionals, the chair people who are running the planning, the zoning boards, our attorneys, our engineers. All of that is listed. The papers that we use, the banks that we use. It kind of covers the backbone of everything that we're doing. So unless anybody on the board has any questions, it's pretty much what we had for last year. There's only a couple minor changes in there. We have a new member on the fire advisory board. But anything else, Michael? But for the most part, like I said, everybody that's been in position has pretty much stayed that way. And we will also be appointing a new chairman to the zoning board. Other than that, really, we're looking at the same government that we had last year. Does anybody on the board have any questions or anything that you'd like to discuss?
Who did you end up getting for a fire advisory board?
On the fire advisory board is Anthony Fellow, who happens to be sitting in the back there. Anthony. thank you very much for stepping up. Appreciate it. Okay. So unless anybody has anything they'd like to add to that? Okay. Number two, we're going to appoint Michael Toledo to the Zoning Board of Appeals. Michael was a alternate, a new addition onto the board, and our chairman, Matt Morial, has stepped down and left an opening, and Michael is going to be taking a full-time position or as a full voting member. And we're going to welcome him on there. So thank you, Michael. Anybody? Number three is reappointment of Robert Bartels to the Zoning Board of Appeals, alternate. His term ran out at the end of the year, so he is graciously volunteered to re-up himself or to take another year on the zoning board as an alternate member. Number four is the reappointment of Lawrence Green to the planning board. Laurie also, his term ended last year, and he's done a fantastic job as our chairman. And I think he's got the unanimous consent of the board to step back into that position. And he'll be voted on and reappointed tonight. So thank you, Laurie. Number five is the reappointment of Eric Hallahan to the planning board as an alternate. That's same thing. His term ended, and he has volunteered to step back up and take that position again for another year. Number six is the appointment to the Sullivan County Fire Advisory Board. As we just said, Anthony Fellow in the back. Number seven, we have budget modifications. Anne, our account administrator, is getting over a pretty radical surgery and has been catching up on a lot of the paperwork. And we're going to table the budget modifications today, and we will have a full set of financial reports and budget modifications at the next meeting. Number eight is the Humane Society of Walden agreement. Has everybody had a chance to look at that? Okay. We had Vicky here last meeting to explain the situation with the dog pounds that we use. So we have an agreement for them. We also have the Humane Society of Middletown agreement, as well as the Humane Society of Port Jervis agreement. So the three of them are going to be our main dog shelters who will take in stray dogs and whatever issues that we also have with the dogs. Number 11 is to ratify the transfer for the Highway Vehicle and Equipment Reserve Fund. We had previously done that. We had set aside monies to be moved into that fund, but we had mistakenly taken it, or at least said that we were going to take it out of the wrong fund. We're taking it out of the BO fund, and
It's the AO.
and it has to come out of the AO fund. So because of that, we had to rewrite it and revote on it. That was done by the board through email, and so basically we've approved it as a board, so we're going to ratify that tonight. Any discussion there? Okay. Number 11 is ratify the transfer of the Highway Vehicle and Equipment Reserve Fund.
Just did that.
No, we just did that. Wrong fund. Okay. We're going to ratify number 12, ratify the agreement with Cornell Cooperative Extension. This is something that we had done last year. It's Cornell Cooperation has supplied us with a lot of different things for the park. There's signage. There are items for our walking trail, exercise equipment, things like that. And this is for the Safe Streets program. We have already voted on it, but we need to re-ratify that tonight. So anybody have any questions? This is going swimmingly.
I would just say, I'd like to say, the 4 years that I've been here, Cornell Cooperative has done a lot for this town. And like I said, Wanda, who deals with us all the time, she's done great getting us money for signage and things for the park and everything else. And this agreement is, something that we just need to do to make sure we keep getting extra money from her. So I think it's a great thing, and, hopefully we get a little bit more this year. So.
Amen. Okay, and that's the items on the workshop. So we're going to call the business meeting to order. We start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, we're going to start with public comments. 3 minutes apiece and 30-minute maximum. So if anybody has anything that they would like to speak about on the agenda items,
Workshop.
the workshop items, it says agenda. The workshop, anything that we just discussed on the workshop, now is your time. Any takers? Okay. Brittany, you have anybody that would? Come on. You're making me feel bad, Chris. Is there anybody else online, Brittany?
I don't have anyone online.
Wow, it's going to be a quick meeting. Okay. Highway Superintendent's report.
Good evening, everybody. Just a couple quick notes here. The department's been out busy with ice and snow control the last few weeks, as one would imagine. So just a couple quick things, and I mentioned some of these a few weeks ago. I just urge all our residents to take note of the forecast before venturing out. And again, and I cannot stress this enough, as I go to most any accident that happens in or on a town road during a snowstorm, make sure your vehicle has proper equipment to travel in inclement weather. The best suggestion, unless absolutely necessary, do not travel when the weather's bad, and if you need to, leave ample room for plows to do their job, because that's usually where we get in our most trouble, is people get too close to the plows and there's little nicks and dings and such, and a lot of bald tires. Almost every other accident is less than summer tires. When not plowing, crews have been busy maintaining the fleet as well as hauling in sand for the mixed stockpile. We have a few days left with Tree Innovations. I just called him today. I haven't heard back from him, but we'll schedule those few last days once we're kind of slowed down with the weather. And lastly, I just want to wish everybody up there a Happy New Year. I'm looking forward to working with the new board, with the few new faces, and the little swap-roo that happened there. Not too sure there. Okay, and thank you.
Just making sure you have his number for first thing in the morning.
I got you. I got it. I got it. And just about the vehicle thing, it's not on my report, but we did order 2 new Mason dumps yesterday through Rob Green for this year to get rid of 2 old ones. The old ones had stainless steel bodies, so we'll be transitioning those bodies onto the new Mason dumps. That's it. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Tommy. Okay, supervisor's report. Been on the job since Monday. So you heard what I had to say. What I will go back over, let's say what we had. We had a wonderful swearing in ceremony. I want to thank everybody who came out for that. I think it touched my heart, and I think all the board was very happy to have everybody out here to welcome us out for another year. So I wanted to thank you for that. Also want to thank my lovely wife, who's been supporting me and putting up with me, and making all of this possible. So thank you, honey. Okay. Other than that, like I said, I am so looking forward to this job. And again, the door to my office will be open and everybody's welcome. So please, let's keep the lines of communication open, and let's have a great year. Okay. Next on the list is we're going to ratify the 2025 abstract number 27. Has everybody had a chance to look at that?
Yes.
Okay, this is one of the last ones for this year. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion.
Motion by Gary,
Second.
second by Tyler. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Next, we're going to ratify abstract number 28 for the tune of $16,341.77. Be the final abstract for 2025. Everybody had a chance to look at that?
Yes.
Okay. Any discussion? Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Matt,
Second.
second by Tyler. All approve?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. And third, abstract number 1 for 2026 for $107,000, $360.98. Everybody's looked at that.
Yes.
Okay. Do I have a motion to approve?
I motion.
Motion by Michael, second.
Second.
Second by Matt. All approve?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Financial reports. As I spoke earlier, we're catching up with all those, and so we're going to table that, and we will have a full set of financial reports for the next meeting. Makes that easy. Approval of the minutes. Has everybody had a chance to look at the minutes? Any discussion? Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Gary, second by Mike. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Any opposed? Okay, minutes approved. And now the resolutions. Approved the reorganizational resolutions of appointments, authorizations, and designations for 2026. Have we all gone through those?
Yes.
Okay. And do I have a motion to approve the reorg resolutions?
Motion.
Motion by Matt,
Second.
second by Mike. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, so carried. B, approve the appointment of Michael Toledo as zoning board of appeals member with a term ending 12/31/2030. Do I have a motion?
A motion?
Okay, motion by Rob,
Second.
second by Matt. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Congratulations, Michael. C is the approval to approve the reappointment of Robert Bartels as zoning board of appeals alternate with the term ending 12/31/26. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Michael,
Second.
second by Gary. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Good to go.
While we're on zoning, did we happen to reappoint or the chairman? Or is that going to be next meeting?
Well, that's actually in the, it's in the reorg, it's in the reorg. So,
Okay.
so we have a new chairman that's going to be taking over, in the zoning board. She's been approved through the reorganizational documents. It's one of the items that's listed. And that's Genevieve Mulhare. Genevieve's been on the board for several years. Came with a very strong recommendation from Matt Morial going out, the counsel for the board, for the zoning board. So we're going to welcome Genevieve as our new chairman, and we have a lot of confidence that she's going to do great. So though it's not a separate item on the agenda here. And approved the reappointment of Lawrence Green as planning board member with the term ending 12/31/2032. Do I? Going to be around that long, Laurie?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so,
I make a motion.
okay, motion by Michael to approve. Do I have second?
I'll second.
Second by Rob. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Any opposed? Congratulations, sir. Approve the reappointment of Eric Hallahan as planning board alternate member with the term ending 12/31/2026. Do I have a motion to reappoint Eric?
Motion.
Motion by Gary,
Second.
second by Michael. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So be it. Okay, we're, next, F would be, no, sorry.
Yep, you're right.
Yes, yeah. Approve the appointment for the Sullivan County Fire Advisory Board of, I'm sorry, Anthony Fellow. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mike,
Second.
second by Tyler. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Congratulations, Anthony. Okay. G is the budget modifications. We're going to table that and we'll have that for you at the next meeting. H is to approve the agreement with the Humane Society of Walden. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Tyler.
Second.
Second by Mr. Post. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. I would be approve the agreement with the Humane Society of Middletown. Do I have a motion to approve that?
Motion.
Motion by Matt,
Second.
second by Tyler. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Very good. J is to approve the agreement with the Humane Society of Port Jervis Deer Park. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Gary,
Second.
second by Mike. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ooh, okay. And K is to ratify the approval of the transfer $350,000 to the Highway Vehicle and Equipment Reserve Fund from the AO fund balance. Do I have a motion to move those funds?
Motion.
Motion by Mike,
Second.
second by Tyler. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And final is to ratify the approval of memorandum of agreement with Cornell Cooperative. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Matt,
Second.
second by Gary. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. On to the committee reports. Do we have, we do have something.
Oh.
Yep. Rob?
So the tax assessor's office has statistics for December 2025. There were a total of 22 deeds received in the town, with one of those being for the village of Wurtsboro. There were 20 permits processed for valuation within the town. There were 19 exemptions received, one aged related, 10 renewal for age, and 5 forestry renewal, and 1 renewal for agriculture. And then veterans was renewed. There were 2. There were also 33 address changes. Just a note, reassessments to process for possible stipulations instead of going to grievance. Do you know what that means?
I'm sorry?
What was that last line?
What is it?
Oh, that means there were none. Okay, yeah. And that's it, as noted by Michelle Lago Marsaro. Zeno.
Okay. Thank you, Rob.
You're welcome.
Anybody else have committee reports? Moving along. I promised to drag this thing out a little bit longer than Mike, but I don't know if we can. Announcements. Does anybody have announcements?
I do. I have the first board meeting of the year. We'll still have a meeting before, but our next meeting's the 20th, but my ward meeting's the 21st of January. So I'll be here. Hopefully everybody will come. I'm sure I'll see Mr. Green there, right? Mr. Lord Green. January 21st. 6 o'clock,
You gonna have cookies?
probably. Yeah, brownies, yeah.
So I want to let you know, I attended the Village of Wurtsboro board meeting last night. And some of the discussion was about speeders on Sullivan Avenue or Sullivan Street and Pine Street. Usually that's people cutting through to Ellenville. Watch your speeds on those roads, but we digressed into talking about snow shoveling on the sidewalks. So there's a lot of people that don't shovel their snow, and they're going to address that. However, they asked me to relay to the town that the Patmore Park is not getting shoveled. And I think that's our responsibility.
Yes, I would imagine so.
That's relayed. And one other thing I want to say, I did, so we don't forget again, I printed out a couple estimates for changing stations for the town park,
Okay,
the
thank you.
baby changing stations.
Yes, I've been looking into it, and we're going to look at locations. I know that the amount of room in some of the bathrooms might become an issue, but at a minimum, I think we'd like to at least get them in the ladies' rooms, a couple of the buildings in the park, and then we'll see. I haven't had the opportunity to go through and start measuring, but it's definitely on the agenda. I think they're fairly affordable. There's some hesitancy on some people because of the amount of people who use the park, and just the extra work in keeping them clean. That there's a lot of people who don't leave our buildings as clean as they should be. We're just kind of concerned that might become a hygiene issue. But changing tables for babies, I think, is definitely something that we're going to be able to accomplish to some degree. We'll work on that together.
We shall.
We shall. Look forward to
Well, I
that.
think there's regulations with pre-existing buildings and new construction, and there's also regulations about how much room you have to put them in. These are small, they're cheap, a couple $100. We can probably squeeze one in there.
Yeah.
I think it'd be more hygienic to change a baby on that than on the dining table.
They're readily available. Home Depot sells them. I think they sell the same model that they use in their restrooms. I've never used one, but
Never too late.
never. Okay, but there is a need for it, and we will get something accomplished. Anything else, sir?
No, sir.
Okay. Does anybody else have any announcements? Anybody in the audience? Okay. Public comments. This is 3 minutes each for each individual, 30-minute maximum, and this is for any new business. Does anybody have public comment? Lori, please.
First off, I just want to thank you all. Being the planning board, being on the planning board, being the planning board chair is one of the great honors of my life. So thank you for allowing me to continue it. On a less important note, I want to announce that January 15th will be our next installment of Sci-Fi with the Science Guy. We're going to be doing our 3-month salute to the films of Eugene Lurie, his monster movies. This January, we'll be showing The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. Popcorn will be served, so please let me know that you're coming. Also want to welcome John Roofer to our table. So welcome. And that's that.
I neglected in my announcements and thank yous to thank John. I got a chance to sit next to you, John, for 4 years. It was an honor and a pleasure, and it's really good to see that you're here tonight. I wish you all the best, and maybe we'll see you back here again. So.
I'm sure everybody knows that this year, 2026, is the 250th anniversary for the United States becoming the United States. Okay? I am hoping that this town will step up and do something for that ceremony. The other towns are all already getting their calendars together, and they want to know because back then, everything was mammocating. Where are we?
We'll talk. Thank you, Vidana. And as your new supervisor, I'd like to extend the same thanks that you've been getting all along. Appreciate the job that you've been doing, and I look forward to working this year with you, and we'll see what happens in the future. But thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to thank Rick Robbins for the outstanding job that he did and the board working as a team for the past 4 years. I wish the new board work together as a team in the benefit of the taxpayers, continue what you have accomplished in the last 4 years. And you've done a great job for the town. One of the highlights that I think you enjoyed is the interest-bearing account where you have done a great job and the taxpayers receive a large sum of money. Finally, I wish you all the best of luck. And I would like to say one other thing. I've been in this room many times giving speeches on the planning board. It is time for the board to take some serious consideration about your sound system in this room. My major concern is individuals coming to the planning board or the zoning board with their displays and charts and stuff. We as board members have the right to hear them clearly. I haven't been to a meeting yet that half the presentations are unintelligible or you cannot understand what they're saying. You need to hire a company, professional outfit for sound and improve it. We're long past due this. And gentlemen, Happy New Year to you and the best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you. John, I have a question for you. Were you bugging my house or something? This is a topic that I started on many months ago, talking with Michael, saying one of the first things that I would like to accomplish is working in this room. I totally agree with you. I have heard complaints from everybody. I have a hard time when I'm in the audience hearing anything. I think our sound, the echo, everything that we deal with in here, I think is pretty difficult to deal with. I have already been reaching out to people. My intention is to start with the echo and get something to help stop that, and then look at the rest of the sound system. It's something that's very high on my, what's that?
The mics too.
The microphones.
Yeah.
It's the friendlier crowd. But
Yeah.
but without a doubt, it is very high on my agenda of something that I'd like to accomplish.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Are there any other comments? Okay, Brittany, do we have anybody online that would like to comment?
I don't have anyone for public comment.
All right. And with that, we do not have an executive session. So,
Motion to adjourn?
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. Happy New Year. Be safe. We're supposed to get some ice tonight, so be safe out there.